домашнее видео.
Surveillance feeds from around the city.
In our communications room, we have large screen televisions. We display a multitude of cameras.
Just after 11 p.m., Jared notices something amiss from the camera feed at the Burlington City Park.
I saw some gentlemen just hiding near the pavilion. So I brought up full screen.
The two men were crouching down with hoods over their heads.
They just appeared to be hiding from whatever was happening in the park.
Jared notices one of the men is holding a firearm.
I dispatched the police and immediately told them what I was observing.
Officers, put on the lights and siren, kick in high gear.
Once at the park, police exit their vehicles just as gunshots ring out.
It was that immediate. The officers were walking into the parking lot and heard the shots being fired. I was able to move that camera around towards the bathroom where the actual shooting incident occurred, and I could see multiple subjects running from the building.
Driving the Nissan.
Officers rush toward the restroom and arrive to find a gunshot victim on the ground.
He's obviously in a lot of pain. He's suffering. He's begging for help. The victim had been shot 5 times.
The race is on to save this man's life. But what happened? And why? Police would soon uncover a classic love story of good girl meets bad boy that ultimately took a deadly, high-stakes turn. "22-year-old Brittany Slade had it all. Brains, beauty, and a bright future ahead of her.
Brittany really is just a nice girl who's easy to get along with.
Brittany wanted to make something out of her life. She was a go-getter.
She wanted to study to be a nurse, and she got a part-time job as a healthcare assistant.
Brittany had a good job, her own apartment, her own car. She was on her way. There was just one thing missing from Brittany's life: a partner. But in February 2016, that all changed when she started dating 20-year-old Hakeem Harvey.
It's my understanding they met through friends on social media. Brittany had something that Hakeem was attracted to, and that was that you was someone who had a job, completed school, and things of that nature.
He reached out to her, and apparently this relationship developed and blossomed.
Brittany fell head over heels for Hakeem's confidence and charm.
You know, the beginning stages of a relationship, you go through a honeymoon period where we are really, really into each other. We really can't get enough of each other. So it's really easy to kind of get caught up in the words and the newness of the relationship.
She has someone who's totally showing her all the attention, all the affection, all the time she wants.
Brittany fell pretty fast and pretty hard, and they were in a very hot and heavy relationship very quickly.
To the outside world, Brittany and Hakeem seemed like complete opposites.
She worked full time. She was able to get a car, get her own place.
He was a bad boy.
Hakeem just got out of jail for his role in the home invasion. Hakeem didn't have a job, and he quickly turned back to a life of crime.
It's the opposites attract. I think Brittany was very much attracted to Hakeem.
She was in love with him and enamored with that lifestyle. And she, for whatever reason, she found herself really drawn to it.
Within a month, the two were living together, much to her father's chagrin.
Brittany's father did not care too much for her choice. This guy didn't work. The father was aware of that. This guy that she was seeing didn't have a car, so Brittany was often gone doing some transportation running errands. She was doing everything for him.
What Hakeem is doing is he's really working and really preying upon those deep feelings that she has for him early on. Hakeem knew that he had this woman that loved him and would do whatever he asked her to do.
Soon, Brittany would find herself agreeing to the unspeakable. All in the name of love. Police in Burlington, North Carolina, have responded to a shooting at the city park. There, they find a young man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds.
The victim's bleeding profusely. It was pretty nerve-wracking to see.
Just as EMTs arrive on the scene, the young man succumbs to his injuries. Now, as they wait for the coroner to arrive, patrol officers span out in search of the shooters. While detectives and CSIs begin processing the crime scene.
I responded to the scene to assist with searching for evidence. The crime scene's extremely large. At that point, you're looking for shell casings, anything you can link to either the suspects or the victim.
Upon first glance, detectives suspect the young man may have been the victim of a robbery gone awry.
The victim has both pockets turned out and there's no personal belongings.
Detectives also find multiple shell casings.
There's 5 .40 caliber shell casings.
Based on emergency dispatcher Jared Buckner's account from the surveillance video, multiple people were seen running from the restrooms immediately following the gunfire.
I attempted to follow the people that ran from the building, and they ran into a dark part of the park, and I lost sight of them on the video camera.
As detectives continue to process the scene, officers from across the park radio in that they have spotted a potential suspect.
He gets hit by these police lights from the patrol car and sees police officers with guns pointed at him, yelling at him to get on the ground.
Officers apprehend the man without incident.
Officers don't know if this is a shooter or if he's a victim.
And he's terrified for his life, believing that his friend was just killed and that he narrowly escaped death himself.
School nights mean early to bed and early to date. Elevate your full wardrobe, save during our customer appreciation event, and earn full cash.
Upset stomach? Ibirogast. Indigestion? Ibirogast. Bloating? Ibirogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Ibirogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Ibirogast.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. Yep, the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
With Dexcom G7, managing your diabetes just got easier. So, what's your glucose number right now? Good thing you don't need a finger stick. How's all that food affect your glucose? Oh, the answer's in all of it. What if you're getting low at night? Wow, it can alert you. And you can even track your goals. Manage your diabetes with confidence with Dexcom G7, the most accurate CGM. Learn more at Dexcom.com.
Just because
Because it's wet outside, you don't need to wear boots. Presenting Skechers waterproof sneakers with rugged 100% waterproof construction in a comfy, breathable, lightweight, easy-to-wear sneaker. Ditch the boots and experience comfy, capable Skechers waterproof sneakers.
Looking for a way to stretch the dollar? With Insurify, you can cut your car insurance bill in half. Scroll through dozens of prices and tap to switch online. That's it. No phone calls and no wasted time. Go to Insurify and save today.
Typical things. Ooh, I love these. The one where you lick the fruitier and fruitier it gets. Oh, I'm gonna sip this one. It tastes too good.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance. I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong, and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know, it's not easy to talk about. So I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-451-4810. Then, when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today, 800-451-4810. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit the final expense tab, too.
It's 2016. Burlington, North Carolina native Brittany Slade was a good girl with a rock-solid work ethic and a bright future. But that winter, Brittany fell hard for neighborhood bad boy, Hakeem Harvey.
Among other things, he'd been caught stealing. But Brittany, she loved him wholeheartedly.
There's something a little bit glamorous about the kind of lifestyle that he had, even though she knew it's dangerous.
But the allure of Hakeem and his bad boy lifestyle would soon land Brittany in a situation with deadly consequences. Just before midnight on May 30th, 2016, a shooting in Burlington City Park claims the life of an unidentified young man. Patrol officers have also apprehended another man seen fleeing the park. He identifies himself as Josh Sims.
He's in shock. He's processing what happened in his mind. He's trying to explain what happened and keeps on repeating, my friend got shot, my friend got shot.
Josh identifies the victim as 21-year-old Tony Day Jr. According to Josh, he and Tony, aka TJ, met up with two young women just prior to the shooting.
Josh and TJ met. These two women earlier that day at a convenience store.
Josh identifies the women as Casey Wright and Brittany Slade.
Casey and TJ exchange cell phone numbers because they're both interested in each other.
They get a text and on and off during the day, the flirtatious text and things of that nature.
Josh tells detectives Tony and Casey made plans to meet up at the park around 11 p.m.
Casey suggested that her friend was going to be there, and that Tony should bring one of his friends for her friend. So Josh and Tony meet girls in the parking lot.
Really, all this was TJ looking to meet up with a woman he was attracted to and hang out with. And for Josh, who was with him, to meet with Brittany.
After some discussion, the girls convinced them to walk to the bathroom.
But as they headed to the bathroom, it became clear to Josh that Brittany had no interest in a random hookup.
She's busy texting someone. She's not even actually participating in a hookup situation.
You know, there were some words in the bathroom to the effect of, "You told me to bring my friend here, like why are you stalling?" TJ says, "Forget it, really."
According to Josh, that's when all hell broke loose. Two shooters entered the bathroom and began firing at Tony.
There's nothing said, no give me your money, it's just family guys.
Josh tells detectives he and the women take cover in the stall.
Said the door opened to the bathroom stall. Where he was hiding. He pointed the gun and clicked. It jammed.
Josh says that once the gun jammed, he made a break for it.
Josh hits the door, hits the gunman. As Josh gets by him and continues to run, the gunman's still trying to clear the gun.
He was running for his life. He was being shot at from behind.
Josh says he kept running until he hit the parking lot, where he encountered the police. Detectives asked Josh for a detailed description of the shooters, and for Brittany and Casey.
There are a lot of people involved in this case, and investigators want to find them as soon as possible.
As Josh is describing the alleged assailants, something catches his attention.
Josh said he saw a vehicle leaving, and he told that officer to stop that car because they were at fault.
Patrol officers stop the vehicle, which contains just one individual, Brittany Slade. Brittany claims to have no idea who Josh is, and says she knows nothing about the shooting.
She was just, well, I was just in the park, I was driving, so she was kind of like, distancing herself from anything else.
As they question Brittany, officers spot another young woman.
The second female involved comes walking from the park.
The woman identifies herself as Casey Wright.
They ask him questions and eventually detain Casey and Brittany. They're in that same apartment.
Based on Josh's statement, officers suspect the two women may have been in on the shooting from the beginning, especially Brittany Slade.
Josh says that she's communicating with somebody at the time that this shooting happened.
Investigators seize the two women's cell phones and transport them to the station for further questioning.
The police were able to seize those phones, to extract the information, all the data off of those phones, and also get possible evidence.
Before questioning Brittany and Casey, detectives notify Tony's family of his death.
No, I just told my mom, very torn. Very torn. And we was all just trying to figure out exactly what went on. It was a very, very sad day. He just took a breath. It was the most devastating.
Officers explained to Tony's family that he and Josh may have been set up by two young women. But why? Did Tony have any enemies? Not according to his loved ones.
I don't know why they would do this. For what reason? Why? Why kill them?
A series of intense interrogations and a surprising cache of evidence would soon reveal the motive behind this heinous crime, and lay bare the boundaries one woman would be willing to cross, all in the name of love.
Here's your chance to tell me the truth. Does it sound like you set that guy up?
On Medicare, living with diabetes, Progress is having your coffee like you like it. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is covered by Medicare for more people managing diabetes with insulin. This is Progress. Ask your doctor today.
These are the best ocean rescue teams on planet Earth.
You want to be a lifeguard?
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. Yep, the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
At Oscar Mayer, we smoke our bacon for 12 long hours. Keep it Oscar.
Experience an ultra-flush shave with a single-edged stainless steel blade. Yep. This is smoking that bacon.
Okay, it's gonna hail in Omaha, and we live not in Omaha. Yeah, but I went to college with a guy. Oh, where's my phone?
In Kansas City, put together your parents, but we can't see the money when you love Omaha with us.
Morning. Not sure if you had a chance to look at the Doppler yet this morning.
Simple shopping. That's all I want. I just want things to be fast and easy. Yeah, join the club.
Well, we're not here already.
Baby?
No, our groceries. I wish we could get same day delivery.
Yeah, join the club.
And free curbside pickup would be nice. You know, stay in my car. They bring it to me. Yeah, join the club. Yeah, join the club and get free curbside pickup. We bring it to you.
See, she brings it to me.
Club members now get free curbside pickup on qualifying orders $50 or more. Every life better with Icy.
The number one piece of evidence
It's the body. You can tell that this was not your typical homicide.
All new Deadly Case Files, Monday at 10, only on TV1.
Burlington, North Carolina police are investigating the homicide of 21-year-old Tony T.J. Day. They suspect robbery was a motive in the shooting and have detained two women, Brittany Slade and Casey Wright, for questioning. Based on the statement of surviving victim Josh Sims, detectives believe the two women were in on the plot from the get-go.
Search warrants were written for both the Caseys and Brittany's cell phone.
After securing both women's phone records, detectives questioned Brittany Slade.
I think she was a little nervous, understandably so, because she was talking to the officers about a shooting.
According to Brittany, she and Casey met up with Tony and Josh at the park, so Casey and Tony could take the flirting they've been doing via text message to the next level.
Didn't know that I said. Maybe she had me permission. I mean, she said,
Brittany says they all talked for a while before Casey led Tony to the nearby bathroom.
and I had eaten it. And I went to the last stall in the bathroom. And I hear, bah, bah, bah. Casey running. And she ran into the last stall with me.
Brittany says she and Casey were terrified. They huddled together in the bathroom until the coast was clear, and then they ran for their lives.
By that time, it was done, but I didn't see nobody. But then, when it was time to go, well, it was time to go. I was done.
Is it possible Brittany is telling the truth, and that she and Casey were simply innocent bystanders? Detectives don't believe that's the case, especially once they cross-reference Brittany's statement with the cell phone records.